Ladies and gentlemen, the long awaited, highly anticipated, it's happening. The University of Missouri St. Louis Tritons goalkeeping coach, all around great guy. I'm going to try it a solo. Ned Kudic.
There you go. You got it this time.
Ned, I mean to tell you, baby, welcome to Wales Certified. And you are Wales Certified Hall of Fame because I did some homework with you, baby. And you're the kind of guy that we need in this town. And you're laying it on fire because the universe came to you and said, Ned, come on, we need you. And you said, well, all right, 3-1-4 goalkeeping. Huh? So, yeah. So the surprise is over. Can you give us a rundown of the 3-1-4 goalkeeping for anybody, anywhere in this nation?
Absolutely. First of all, thank you so much for having me. It's an honor to be on Well Certified, first of all. First and foremost, privileged to be able to use your platform to speak a little bit about 314 goalkeeping and the academy. So, what would you like to know?
Okay, you're there. Now, there had been some type of journey to extraordinary that got you to or from away, and now you're at that spot that you say, baby, this is my turn. This is my time. And give us the insight of why and who you are that came to be 3-1 goalkeeping.
Okay. First and foremost, a huge shout out to Brian Jones, St. Louis goalkeeping legend. Very, very prolific name in the goalkeeping universe. I have all the all the credit in the world goes to him for helping me mentor my goalkeeping journey when I was a student of the game, and I still am a student of the game. But while I was an up and coming goalkeeper and transitioning into my coaching role, he's played a huge, huge mark on kind of mentoring me and kind of showing me what it takes to get to that next level and what it means to call yourself a goalkeeper. Um, Obviously, I played a little bit myself. I played at U- fresh. I played at Melville High School, and then from Melville High School, I went to Jefferson College. Had a really great time there. We ended up going on to be ranked number 3 in the nation. We went to the national tournament. Very cool experience. Played some very high level teams, including Eastern Florida State College. Finished up my time playing college soccer at University of Missouri St. Louis, where I'm proud to say that I'm working under Josh Alderson as an assistant and goalkeeping coach. Very, very intelligent man. Very happy to be working under him. I have all the respect in the world when it comes to Josh. He is a absolute genius when it comes to football, and overall great guy. Means very, very well and knows the standard and is exactly what UMSL needed. So I couldn't be more excited to be working alongside him and under him. As far as the academy, I ended up finishing up at UMSL, and I took a leap of faith. I've been on a few trials overseas professionally, Bosnia, Croatia, Germany, had some decent showings, but at the end of the day, I ended up kind of not going out on my terms, if I say so myself, and kind of decided it was time to hang up the gloves, and I got away from the game for a good while. I'd probably say maybe 2, 3 years. I didn't want to think about soccer. I didn't want to keep up with soccer. I didn't want to hang out with anyone associated with soccer in any way. It was one of those things where you put your like all into something and try really, really hard and get so close yet so far. So obviously it left a bittersweet taste in my mouth. And then we fast forward to maybe 2 years later. I'm just kind of searching for my purpose, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out what it is I want to do with my life. What's gonna make me happy, what I need to figure something out. All I knew was soccer my whole life. And like you said, the universe kind of it works in a funny way. I kind of just sat down and I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna start trying to coach. Um, Believe it or not, our first session ever, I think we had something like 5 goalkeepers show
Wow.
up, and it was like an open invite session. Um, and it was a very skewed level of a group. It was almost funny to think that the first session was we had some very I mean we had it was like a combination of a Division 1 goalkeeper with two high schoolers and maybe like two middle schoolers, something very small like that. And hey, I said these are the kids that came out, I'm going to give them 100%.
Yeah.
We fast forward a little, maybe a few months later, we're getting 10 to 15 kids come out. I'm kind of a little bit in awe, like, where are you guys coming from? I didn't do too much promoting or anything. It was more word of mouth, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah.
Um, and then I obviously started just gaining a little bit of traction, really, really pouring my passion into it. I really enjoy what I do. I get to wake up every day and I get to say I have the best job in the world. And in my personal opinion, I get
Right.
to give back. I get to give back to the youth and help these young, talented goalkeepers make the proper decisions and learn from my mistakes that I made as a goalkeeper growing up, and be a resource and mentor for them.
Right on.
Um, Anyone that knows me knows that I go above and beyond for my goalkeepers. 314 now is, I think, we definitely put a little bit of a footprint in St. Louis soccer. Got I'd say we work with a vast majority of goalkeepers. I mean, we have goalkeepers coming all the way from Carlinville, Illinois to Columbia, Missouri, which is unbelievable sometimes when I think about it, and Rolla, Missouri, coming to train just for an hour and a half. It's a beautiful thing. I love to see these kids come in, sacrifice their weekends, their weekdays, whatever it may be, to get better. It's always an honor when I get to be a part of a goalkeeper's journey. I don't just coach, but I try to see myself as that positive mentor that can help them learn from the things that I might not necessarily done the best in my end,
Yeah.
and help them with their successes.
Right on. Well, you got the you were Wales Certified Hall of Fame, and the reason being is that you said the magic word, sacrifice. If you ain't sacrificing, G, it ain't gonna happen. And
Yes, sir.
and by listening to you today and a couple other times talking to you, you paid the price, bro. You paid the dues, and what you do is the best of you, bringing it, sharing and caring about goalkeeping. My hats off to you. Anything that Wales Certified can do, it's at your service. And my friend, without a doubt, you've come to a place of wisdom to be able to do something on purpose, with the purpose, for a purpose. And you're there, man. You're there. You're right there. And you got it in the area code 314, baby. And that's the information. Now you you felt like the universe came, the Fleur de Lis. It came, the 314, the Fleur de Lis came to you, man, with the gloves.
Yeah, man, it's crazy how 314 goalkeeping kind of played a huge role into transitioning and starting up my own brand, Fleur de Lis Goalkeeping, which I am the proud owner of, and that is probably one of the coolest projects I've ever done. We've gotten to do some very cool community give back camps and clinics, which I'm very proud to say. Me and my team, including Eric Walker, he's also another coach at 314 Goalkeeping Academy. We partnered up and decided we wanted to make something bigger for the St. Louis goalkeeping community. We want to not only be coaches, but be mentors and positive role models for these kids and a resource to get them to the highest level. Obviously, St. Louis is a hotbed, has been a hotbed for goalkeepers all across the nation. Whether it be at MLS or overseas, we've sent quite a few goalkeepers off, thanks to the likes of Brian Jones, Steve Major from Rockwood Summit, of course, Tim Kelly as well, from St. Louis, Scott Gallagher City right now. Those three guys kind of were the ones that passed that torch down to the coaches now that are continuing to serve the next line of goalkeepers here in St. Louis, and it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
As far as Fleur de Lis, not to cut you off,
No, no, go
um,
ahead.
it was it was one of those things that the academy got going well. We got to a place where we wanted to be and grew to the point where we were getting offers from other glove sponsors. Hey, would you want to promote our gloves? We'll give you a 10% discount. Would you want to wear our gloves? This and that. And I was like, man, these kids are still paying out outrageous prices for gloves that they're going through. Like, let's say a goalkeeper goes through uh 3-4 pairs a season, I'd say,
Yeah,
at the minimum. If they're training every day how they should be and
yeah,
actually putting in the work. I mean, those things go through quick. I don't see why gloves need to be the same price as soccer cleats nowadays.
yeah, yeah,
I'll go and I'll check the retail stores, and man, when I see 120 to even $200 for some gloves, that breaks my heart, and that's what made me decide, hey, I'm going to see if I can make a glove that's quality, where my goalkeepers don't have to pay $150 to get a quality glove.
right.
Um, so with trial and error, oh man, I'd want to say it was a 2 to 3 year process of just talking about it and meeting new manufacturers and getting samples in and
Yeah,
trying to get that perfect glove that's just gonna kind of make a little mark on the goalkeeping culture as a whole,
that's
which I
right.
definitely think we did at Fleur de Lis. Um, Not to toot our own horn, but today we actually got the news that our gloves were broadcasted on the NCAA uh, Instagram account,
Well
and then
done.
another one of our goalkeepers got a call up for the Swiss national team. So
Cut it out.
very exciting things when I wake up and I see these pictures on Instagram posted by some of these very prolific, whether it be pros or young talents coming up, including these Division 1 kids. Man, it just brings joy to my heart that I could do something like that, which led to us doing something like Project Give Back, which is I don't know if we've spoke on it, but that was the project that 314 and Fleur did together. Me and Eric Walker did a 100% free community give back to St. Louis goalkeeping as a whole. We had kids from Ladue all the way to DeSoto and Carlinville and Jennings, McCooler, all over, come together as one, work under the same goal. And that was definitely one of the coolest projects we've ever gotten to do as a team. And we're looking forward to continuing to do more for our community. I think not enough as is being done. Goalkeeping training and goalkeepers as a whole kind of get pushed off to the side for the most part. We're usually the ones that are like, hey, goalkeepers, go get warmed up. And you guys, when we're ready for shooting, we'll call you guys. But 314 is kind of like a home for goalkeepers to just be able to be around like-minded kids who are on the same goal, who have the same goal. Iron sharpens iron. They're all on the same mission. They all push each other. We set a standard, and we go out there and give 100%. My motto is we get 1% better every day, 1% better. And I really think we have a few goalkeepers that are going to really excel coming out of 314. Another one, not to brag on, but St. Louis Soccer did drop the 5 players to watch out for, and Jacob Steinbaker was the only goalkeeper named. He is a 314 product made through and through, has already won state for his high school and for his club team several times. So I think he's a 2-time champion, if not 3. Super excited to see him on the list. He's sacrificed and he's busted his tail off all summer to be where he's at. We and he's just one of the names of the goalkeepers coming out of St. Louis that are gonna be some players to watch in the next few months.
Is there something you can tell us what high school he's playing for?
Yes, he's at Westminster.
Man, I mean to tell you, baby, I knew the kid uh, last season, and I got to see him, and holy moly, man, that was a diamond in the rough, man, making it happen. Way to go, bro. Way to go.
Thank you, thank you. We worked really hard with Jacob. Jacob is an insanely talented, very well-mannered young man.
Yes,
He's super
yes,
focused, and
yes,
he identifies himself as a goalkeeper. And again,
yeah.
that's what we do at 314. We identify ourselves as goalkeepers, and through and through, I mean, we're constantly working. Even me, I say I'm a student of the game, and I'm going to continue being a student of the game until the day I go,
There you
or
go.
at least call my coaching career, which isn't going to be anytime soon.
Yeah. You know, there is a difference, man. There really is a difference. And when you are focused on that field, you're focused off the field and off the area also. I mean, you take yourself everywhere you go, and you're like the man. You know, you're the goalkeeper, man. You know, it doesn't have any gender to it. Uh, there you are, and you were able, because I seen it, some clips, video clips. Baby, you got some nice goalkeeping uniforms. You put those lads and misses in. I mean, you know, you there?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. No,
Yeah.
that I appreciate that. I'm
Oh
glad you saw
yeah.
that. We try our best, man. We
Uh,
really try our best
it
in
shows.
every
There's
way
a,
possible.
yeah.
Um, when you're at 314, we're trying to kind of give our goalkeepers as professional of an environment as we possibly can, from
Right.
the equipment we use to the soccer balls to
Right.
the uniforms. We expect everyone to be in unison,
Yes.
so nobody's looked upon as different than the other. We're all one team, we're
That's
one
right,
unit. And
baby.
not to sound corny, but again, we're on the same mission.
Yeah.
I said it before, iron sharpens iron. And it's true. When you put, um, hey, you put four goalkeepers next to a random kid, you might get a fifth goalkeeper. And that's, if you truly sacrifice and dedicate and are locked in and want to get to that next level, 314 is a great spot for you to learn at all levels, from the grassroots, learning fundamentals, to Division 1 kids. We have programs. Over the summer, we run full summer programs with our top elite groups, both a high school program and a college program. And man, it's beautiful to see these kids absolutely sacrificing and
Yeah,
grinding to get ready for that fall season. And
that's right.
now it's paying off. It's paying off. I'm getting text messages, Coach, thank you so much for helping me this summer. You're so right about the footwork and closing the distances on the 1v1s. And again, I'm not saying that I'm some goalkeeping guru by any means,
Right,
but I do pour my heart and passion into what I
right.
do. I'm a student of the game. I've spent time training under some very prolific goalkeeping
That's
coaches.
right.
One big one that also played a huge role was Uwe Zimmermann. When I was in Germany, he was actually he won the Bundesliga with
Yeah, you did.
Wolfsburg years and years back. But learning from him, I got to do a few sessions when I was in Germany. It was unreal working with someone of that caliber as well,
Right, yeah.
and bringing it back here, with the experience I learned in Germany, and getting to giving those resources to my goalkeepers, and
Yes,
giving them that knowledge that I didn't get or got received a little too late.
right.
It's what makes my day. When I get a text, "Hey coach, thank you so much. I made the team, or I just made the academy." Going from a slice of team to an academy team, or going from a kid kind of under the radar to finding a proper college environment on a scholarship. Man, that's why I start 314, is to tell my kids
Yeah.
any way I can
You,
move on, get them to the next level. As much as they're willing to sacrifice, I'm willing to reciprocate.
right on. That's a two-way street, baby. That's yeah. It's I mean the communication between the goalkeeping coach and the goalkeeper. Oh man, but I want you to say what to say to you. I just recently learned Barcelona. If you're 14 years old, you're training just like the professional
Yep,
first team.
yep,
The first team is learning
yep.
just what you guys are learning.
Hmm.
Everybody's on the same page. Is that they do it better than the 14-year-old, but
But
there's only so many different ways to play. And your style is a great style. And I want to applaud you is that no matter where you go,
thank you.
three
I
three
appreciate
one
that.
four does not have to take a back seat to anybody anywhere in this world. You are giving those keepers first class whale world training goalkeeping. Nice
Thank
going,
you,
baby.
thank you. I sincerely appreciate that, man. It didn't come easy. It came with, again, doing a lot of homework, a lot of research, obviously using my experiences, but I had to further my um, coaching track record as well. I had to do a lot of traveling. I actually got the privilege to go work with Jonathan Lamelli at LA Galaxy's Academy. I got
Wow.
to spend a week out there working with the goalkeepers, and like you mentioned, Barcelona, their 14-year-olds are training just like the first team.
Yeah.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
They're treated and conducted as pros. Huge shout out to Jonah Lamelli. Huge shout out to the LA Galaxy organization. The hospitality I got there was overwhelming, absolutely overwhelming. The the type of players they produce and the way their academy kids conduct themselves is something that I've never seen before. I mean, these kids at 13, 14 years old are conducting themselves as absolute professionals. Um, Pretty sure they go to school on campus, two-a-days, every days, plus PTC, weights. Hey, they're full professionals
Yeah.
at that age. And again, that's what I keep reminding my goalkeepers is, guys, there's kids out there that want your spot, and they are busting their tail off to get to that next level. And once you meet them, it's going to be a little too late to try to catch up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that
Th-
that's our motto is 1% better every day. We can do
That's
something
right.
1% to get to that next level. Now, one thing that 314, why I think 314 stands out, both me, Eric, and Coach Anes, we genuinely go above and beyond by building real relationships with our goalkeepers. Every single one of our goalkeepers are, we know on a personal basis, we know their families, we know um, who they hang out with, we know what their weekly schedule looks like. We really build a relationship with them and let them kind of have us as a resource anywhere, with anything they need as far as navigating the soccer journey. As little as, hey, what do you think about this team, to coach, um, I'm in a situation, how do I get out of it? I'm always one call away from my goalkeepers, and I think that's one thing that stands out. Eric as well, same thing. That's why we brought him on
Yeah.
along to 314 goalkeeping, is he is an incredibly passionate, hungry young coach that is going to absolutely, he's been killing it as well because he's super genuine. He pours his heart and passion into it, going above and beyond any way he can. And again, goalkeepers are, we tend to get the short end of the stick. It's just one of those things where we're almost looked on as aliens in a way when it comes to the soccer pitch. It's a
Yeah.
sport within a sport and the toughest position,
Yeah.
I'd say, on the field. So it's definitely much different than your normal field player and those exercises and trainings.
And that's the beauty of to enjoy the art and science of goalkeeping. That to realize you have to be able to move your feet and balance to get your hands behind the ball. And that once you start understanding that, man, you will become like, holy moly. And then you become that true 11th player that you can start the attack, finish the attack. I can't tell you how many times we've lost games because goalkeepers stop the through ball all the time.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah,
You're the difference maker as the goalkeeper. The thing
yeah,
is it comes with a lot of pressure. It comes with
yeah,
a lot of pressure. We as goalkeepers can have 10 phenomenal saves, but one silly mistake, and you already know we're frowned upon. Whereas a forward can make 10 10 sitters, he scores the penalty and he's the hero of the day.
yeah,
So it's a much different thing,
yeah,
and especially mentally, which obviously we mix biomechanics in with technical and mentality work.
yes,
We're very big. I'm very big on visualization as well. Constantly preaching to my goalkeepers about the power of the mind and how important it is to be visualizing, putting yourself in scenarios, putting yourself in positions, and giving yourself that confidence of in your mind taking those mental reps because they will translate on the field. But yeah, no, the margin for error is so little, and again, we have so much pressure on it that it gets intense. At 314, again, another thing that sets us apart is we really push our goalkeepers. We really try to set a standard,
yeah,
um, and we make these kids try to really understand what it takes to get to the next level.
yeah,
It's easy pamper them and give them a pat on the back and say good job, but how you do one thing is how you do everything.
That's
And
right.
sometimes we are a little stern on our coaching approach because again, soccer is very cutthroat at the end of the game.
Woo!
It's tough. And as you know, there's only one goalkeeper that's playing, and usually a good team's carrying 4 to 5 goalkeepers
Yeah,
typically.
yeah,
One is playing, and let me tell you, when you're not the one in goal, it's tough. It's a very tough mental battle.
yeah, baby. Hey, man, how do people get a hold of you?
Usually the easiest way is through Instagram on either 314 Goalkeeping Academy or the Fleur de Goalkeeping. 314 Goalkeeping Academy is much easier to spell out and find than Fleur de is. So I'd probably suggest using the 314, and then obviously it'll funnel you over to Fleur de as well.
So can we, tell the folks if you mention Wales certified, you get a that boy just for a moment. Be-
About
be-
this. You
okay.
mentioned well certified. You mentioned well certified and reach out and you get a discount on your first session.
Oh my goodness! Holy
How about
cow,
that?
man! Way to go. Okay. Well, this is where it becomes the critical thing is that I'm out. It's overwhelming. It's so powerful. I'm going to be your shadow, man. I'm going to go out there, doing episodes, podcast episodes at practices, at games, talking to people that you know, that they know you, and how everything's working out. And you said that I could go ahead and do that. Talk to the people with the,
By all means.
yeah,
By all means, brother. I told you,
yeah,
you are an honorary 314 member
yes, right,
and
baby. And
a
then
part of the Fleur de GK family.
yeah,
So
that's right.
any session, any game, anyone you want to speak to, I will get you connected with and sorted out.
Right.
Um,
And
I will go ahead.
I'll shout it all out, internationally, and I'll even be able to call it, you know, uh, review the concession stand. But but we're gonna have a great time because I believe in you and your coach and the players. I believe in UMSO, man. They're gonna
Thank you.
break out season this year, so I'm looking forward to all that. And you got a tough schedule, and everybody's going to coming head hunting at you, and you'll be able to handle it because you're all going to be together. You have that difference, I believe.
Absolutely, absolutely. UMSL hasn't necessarily had the best track record in the past few years, but under Josh Alderson and the transition we've made to obviously our our play and mindset, approach, tactics, all of that. He is an absolute genius. The pieces we've brought in, starting from the goalkeepers all the way to our every player recruited. I really think we have a special group. I'm definitely going to get Josh on a segment with you so he could kind
Yeah,
of speak more in depth about the players.
right.
My bigger role is the goalkeepers. We have
Yes,
two very sound goalkeepers right now who I trust with my life that they're going to turn some heads this year.
right.
Um, but so shout out to Will Winkler and Jack Franklin. They busted their tail all summer, all preseason to get where we want them to be.
Yeah,
And we're very, very delighted and very excited to be able to have them as a part of our goalkeeping core and have those tools to use um, when the season starts and it's only a few days away.
yeah. Hey, so it's a custom here at Wales Certified to say, hey, Nevin, Ned, you there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Whatever you want to say to who you ever want to say it to for as long as you want to say it for. This is Wales Certified giving you the opportunity.
I want to say thank you for everyone who listened and got to this point. Goalkeepers, don't let any coaches, players, friends, family doubt you. If you truly love goalkeeping, if you truly identify yourself as a goalkeeper, no one is out there to stop you to fulfill your dreams. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It will be very tough and you will have to sacrifice a lot, but it will definitely be very well worth it. If you want to join 314 Goalkeeping Academy, if you're looking to get be a part of something bigger than just training and getting goalkeeping trainings, come out, see the camaraderie that we hone, see kind of the brotherhood and the sisterhood that we have on a weekly basis. We we constantly get praised on the camaraderie and the just the hospitality we have for our goalkeepers and how much we really go even behind above and beyond for them. They truly see it and they respect it, and then they reciprocate it by working hard and continuing to come out, continuing to be a student of the game. We're always with open arms welcoming all goalkeepers from St. Louis area to Illinois goalkeepers. By all means, give us a shout. One other thing I want to say is shout out to all of the coaches in St. Louis area trying to make this place, trying to continue the St. Louis soccer legacy. By all means, I'm not the only goalkeeping coach out there either, but I respect each and every one of them. Have all the respect in the world. They're all very we all come from very similar coaches and tough backgrounds. St. Louis, we're known to be underdogs. So hats off to each and every one of them as well. I know how hard the grind is. Um, just on a daily basis, how we got to here. I mean, man, it was tons of early mornings and sleepless nights to try to get just to here, and we got a lot more to go. Especially with me and Eric, we're definitely planning some very big projects, including another community give back. God willingly, we'll be able to do that before New Year's, but we'll see how things are. Right now, we're focused on the UMSL season. He's with the women's, I am with the men's, and
Nice.
then obviously we're collabing at 314. We're going to do some very special things for the community. Another thing is St. Louis goalkeeping coaches. If you're interested in 314, if you want to be a part of the family, we're we have open arms for you as well. We're looking for good, genuine people that just want to give these kids an opportunity to get to that next level
Right.
and get as much information as possible. If you ever want to come check out a session, shadow a session, anything along those lines, hop in a session, reach out. I'm very easy to talk to. I'm a very laid back guy, I believe. Uh, I, again, I'm trying to build a community. We are trying to build a community of like-minded individuals that are on the same mission. So that's my spiel. One last huge shout out to Brian Jones again. That man was not only a mentor, coach, but was that guy that put that belief in me to be a goalkeeper and to decide this is what I wanted to do with my life, both when I was playing and coaching. Kind of tried to follow in his shoes and still to this day am trying to. He's the Charleston Battery USL Championship goalkeeping coach. Honestly, one of my favorite coaches I've ever worked with, mentor, just tons of wisdom and that is one guy that really helped pave the way for me. So I have to give him all the credit in the world.
Right on, man. You know where you come from, man, and they appreciate the hell out of you, man. You're a bright, shiny example of their sacrifices.
Thank you.
All right, you big lug. So I hope I pass the audition and you'll have another episode with me. But we have to wind it down, and I want to say, man, I got goosebumps listening to you, man. Way to go. Way to go.
Thank you, brother. Hey, thank you so much for having me on. It means the world. Absolutely. Hey, it was an honor to be on here. Always grateful to be able to kind of use your platform to broadcast and tell the world what I do and how we do it.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, and hopefully we can speak again soon.
Yeah. You got the keys to the front door, man. Welcome home, baby. All right, then.
Likewise, always invited, my friend.
All right,
Talk
then.
soon, Kevin.
Cheerio. Bye-bye.